Hey and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a video on how to track your meals because I get this question a lot, and I thought I would actually take you through a recipe, protein pancakes, because who doesn't like pancakes, and that way I can show you as I go how I do it and some tips for anyone who is interested in tracking their meals. So for my protein pancakes you're going to need protein, obviously. Now usually I would have a vegan one, but my friend was throwing this away and I don't like waste, so we're having that, and it also tastes amazing in protein pancakes. It's salted caramel flavour from MyProtein. We're going to need an egg, a banana, usually a bit darker would be better, but I bought these recently so they haven't actually ripened fully. Baking powder and some soya milk or any other milk that you want to use. And because I like to do this so many times and I like being quick, I literally bang it all in a blender, blend it up. There's my mix, done. And I will be cooking it in some olive oil, which is super important to measure. So people always leave out like stuff like butters, oils that you're cooking with, whatever it is. That's going to make a big difference to your calories or your macros, so please track them. So I'm going to be measuring it out, 15 ml in this, and then I will be adding that throughout to my pan to cook. So I highly recommend to kind of put some apart, or measure it all at the beginning, but obviously with pancakes you kind of want to keep adding a bit of oil, so I'm going to measure it out at the beginning. So for that we're going to need scales. Get yourself some good set of scales. If you don't already, please do, because digital scales are amazing. Okay, so protein powder first, which acts like your flour. So 1 scoop of protein powder, okay, and second one of protein. Then we're going to want 1 egg, a banana. So I do measure my, so you just set it to 0. I measure my bananas because they're so inconsistent with sizes, so it's just easier that way, and at least I know exactly what I'm doing, what I'm putting in. So I'm going to say that's 100 grams, or 95. I like to put about a teaspoon, just like that amount, and I'll tell you how much that is. 5 grams of baking powder, and then some milk. So then you can just hit the units, it will go to millilitres. Again, set it to 0 if you want to be able to just see it from there. And about, I do 100 ml. Okay, then lid on, and we're just going to blend. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to let that sit for a bit, because if you make a lot of pancakes you'll know that letting the batter sit for a bit actually works really well. And whilst I do that I'm going to measure out my oil, and then I'm going to let that warm up a bit in the pan. So whilst that's sitting, whilst that's heating up, I'm going to show you how I use Myfitnesspal. So we go to Myfitnesspal, which is a great app, worldwide used, everyone loves it, and it's literally got like every food in it. So now that you're on the home page, you either press on where it says food up there, or you press on diary down here. Either one takes you to this page. And so we're going to add this into my lunch, right? So we're just going to add food, and then you'll see this like stuff that I've recently used, and you can barcode. So most of the things I've used today will have a barcode on them, and so you can just search it through the barcode and then remember how many grams you use. So 1 gram, and I used 5, so then let's add that. Add our soya milk. Now because I've made this for 2 people, I'm going to half all of the ingredients. So I used 100 ml, so I'm going to put 50. So you can either put 0.5 of one serving if the serving size is 100, or you can obviously change the serving size down and do it whichever way, as long as it works out to 50 ml. And you'll see it come up there, so it will say 50 ml under the food. I have the premium member, like premium version of this app. You don't have to have it. You can do all of this with the normal version. But what it does give me is the breakdown of carbs, fat and protein for that meal. So you can see that carbs 12.8 grams, fat 10.7 grams, protein 27.2 grams, and in total 249 calories. Now this is without putting the toppings on, so we'll cook our pancakes, add the toppings, and I'll also show you how to add those. Okay, so I decided not to film every single pancake because we'd be here forever. But turns out when I'm not filming, they come out perfectly. Look how round that is. But all the ones I did film came out like splodges. So I can cook a pancake, I promise. It's just not on camera. So now we're gonna add the toppings, and obviously you have to record your toppings as well if you're gonna be trying to track. So we're gonna turn our scales on. First thing I'm going to put on my stack is going to be some Alpro plain yogurt. I'm just going to add 2 dollops, and that's 30 ml. Nice round number. Then let's put some strawberries on it. Now I like to do my strawberries and my blueberries in grams, so you literally just change the units, 2 grams, set back to 0 if you want. And let's add some strawberries. Okay, so that's 77 grams of strawberries. Let's stick some blueberries on it. So there's 37 grams of blueberries, and to finish it off, let's just stick a bit of honey on it. Okay, and there you go, 6 grams of honey, or 7 grams of honey. So then I'm done. I will literally just grab my bone and add those things in. Okay, so that's how you make MyProtein pancakes, and that's how you would track it all. I just want to quickly say, a big thing I recommend to most of my clients is to actually track it the day before. So if you pre-plan what you're going to eat, it works a lot better. So for instance, in the evening, when you're preparing your lunch to take to work, whatever it is, put it all in, put everything you're going to eat the next day, lunch, dinner, breakfast, everything, plus your snacks, like allow yourself the snacks, put them all in, and then it kind of means that you've already got a plan for the next day, which is a lot easier to adhere to. And also you're not tracking it after you've eaten it and then seeing that you've gone over. So a lot of my clients find it very, you end up kind of feeling a bit guilty if you've eaten something, you add it all in, and you'll go, oh, I didn't realise I was going to be that far over, or that I haven't hit my proteins, but I'm over on my calories, whatever it is. That you kind of want to just, if you can see it beforehand, you can always change it. If you put it all in the day before and go, right, I'm way over, I'm way under, you can take a few things off, add, change, whatever it is. So I highly recommend doing it the evening before, and also it means that you don't have to, each meal, each thing you're eating, you don't have to add it in. You can just kind of go back to, right, what am I having today? That, done. So I really like it, and then you can add your own recipes, add your own meals. So basically start with that. That's like the simple version of how to track, and then get more used to it. Play around with the app. I highly recommend, because it's got all kinds of really cool things in there. Okay, so I thought I would leave it here, but I would just quickly update you on my bulk. So here are my measurements. This week has been great, except for I had a bit of a wobble midweek. My mental state is not amazing because something has changed in my life, and so I think I'm going to be doing a life update for my next video and talking about how I've managed that and how I've tried to stay positive and what I think of it. And so anyone who's going through a similar thing can hopefully relate, and you know, maybe it will help. For now, yeah, everything's looking much better. My training's actually gone really well. I've started sprint training again, and I was in the gym this morning and sumo deadlifted 90 kg, so really happy with that. Gonna hit the 100 soon, I'm sure. And so yeah, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. You know, just the usual stuff, and I will see you soon. Bye.